Meghan Markle has joined the royal family for their traditional Christmas Day service at the Queen's Sandringham estate in a break with tradition. Ms. Markle walked arm-in-arm with as they made the short journey from Sandringham House to St. Mary Magdalene Church. She seemed at ease as they smiled and chatted as they walked alongside William and Kate, who is paid content. The Queen arrived in a car and joined the group from the house, which also included the Duke of Edinburgh and the Prince of Wales. Hundreds of well-wishers turned out to catch a glimpse of the royal family, with some calling out Merry Christmas as they walked past. As they made the return journey to Sandringham House after the service was over, Ms. Markle and Harry stopped to chat to some of the crowd who turned out in mild conditions. Among them was Judith Wallace, who was sitting in a wheelchair and is staying at the neighboring Park House Hotel on her first Christmas Day visit to Sandringham. She said Harry recognized her teddy bear called Maureen, which is a mascot for Armed Forces charity SSAFA, and her hat which bore the Gurkha Regiment emblem. She said Ms. Markle spoke to them too. She said lots of things, said Ms. Wallace, who is in her 70s and from Chesterfield. She was very, very lovely. Tis Gilder, manager of Park House, which describes itself as a unique hotel for disabled people, was with Ms. Wallace. She said of Ms. Markle, she was just so natural, so lovely. Ms. Gilder added, I think they just wished us a happy Christmas and were interested in whether we had been before. Emily Randall, 31, was first in the queue to get into the area by the church with her boyfriend Jamie McKay, 42. Ms. Randall said they set out from Chichester and Seuss before 10 p.m. on Christmas Eve and arrived at Sandringham around 2 a.m. We thought it would be really busy, she said. We looked. We were the first ones here camping in the dark for 2 hours. She said they had missed the Queen when she visited Chichester, so decided to make the trip to Sandringham. It is the first time Prince Harry has been joined by a partner at the event, with convention relaxed to allow Ms. Markle to attend alongside him. The Duke of Edinburgh and the Prince of Wales were among the first members of the royal family to be pictured arriving for the early morning church service at St. Mary Magdalene Church. Couple get engaged live on TV while waiting to catch a glimpse of Meghan. One royal family fan received an unexpected Christmas surprise as her boyfriend proposed to her live on Sky News while they queued to catch a glimpse of Meghan Markle. American couple Mike Metz and Ashley Milliken, both aged 20 and visiting their UK-based relative from Wisconsin, were waiting to see the Queen, Prince Harry and his fiancée attend St. Mary Magdalene Church. Asked by Sky News royal correspondent Rhiannon Mills why it was so important for them to come and see the royals on Christmas morning, Mr. Metz got on one knee and said, I want to spend the rest of my Christmases with you, Ashley, so I don't know if you want to marry me. Putting her hand to her mouth and fighting back tears, she replied, yes. Oh my God. Taking the ring from the little white box and weeping, she said, yes, yes, yes. Mills, who had been tipped off about the proposal, asked how they were feeling, to which Mr. Metz said, I'm feeling great, excited. Ashley, who said she was not expecting it, replied, good, it's my grandmother's ring, it's very pretty. Presenter Kay Burley, in the studio, said, unbelievable, fantastic, and thank goodness she said yes. Mr. Metz said the couple planned to tie the knot in around 18 months' time and would absolutely the royal wedding. Burley ended the item saying, that's amazing, and thank goodness she had her nails done as well. Ms. Milliken, from Texas, said the proposal came as a complete surprise. I had no idea, she said, adding, I was definitely very surprised. I never thought he would ask me right before we were about to see the royal family for the first time. It was a big surprise. She said she did not hesitate to say yes. It is her first holiday outside America and she said they had a 2-week trip planned in which they would visit London. Mr. Metz, of Wisconsin, said he started to plan the proposal in August, asked Miss Milliken's parents in September and was nervous ahead of the day. It was pretty tough to keep secret as I was so excited, he said. He added, it's memories to cherish forever. Queen and Duke in good spirits on Christmas Eve. The Queen and Duke both appeared in good spirits and health on Christmas Eve, greeting well-wishers as they attended a carol service at the church. Queen's Christmas message praises Duke's unique sense of humor. Later, the monarch will use her to pay a rare public tribute to the Duke of Edinburgh, praising his unique sense of humor in the year of their 70th anniversary. This year's Christmas message will be broadcast on television, radio and the royal family's YouTube channel at 3 p.m. on Christmas Day. Ms. Markle and Prince Harry got engaged on November 27 and a few days later a proud Harry introduced his bride-to-be to the nation during a Christmas at Sandringham is likely to be the first of many for the who will wed Harry in St. George Chapel at Windsor Castle on All the stars were aligned. How the couple met. After announcing their engagement, the couple gave an insight into their 16-month romance in a BBC interview, and described how they met on a blind date set up by a mutual friend. Ms. Markle told how she could not wait to say yes to the prince when Harry got down on one knee a few weeks ago as they cooked a roast chicken dinner at his home, Nottingham Cottage at Kensington Palace. Indicating the depths of his feeling for his bride-to-be, Prince Harry said, "The fact that I fell in love with Meghan so incredibly quickly was sort of confirmation to me that all the stars were aligned, everything was just perfect. It was this beautiful woman just sort of literally tripped and fell into my life. I fell into her life." Full interview. Harry and Meghan reveal engagement joy. A few months into the relationship, Harry said he had to have some pretty frank conversations with Meghan about how her life may change when she entered the royal family. He added, "But I know that at the end of the day she chooses me, and I choose her, and therefore whatever we have to tackle together or individually will always be us together as a team, so I think she's capable of anything." The couple disclosed that Ms. Markle had met the Queen twice, an individual she described as an incredible woman. The former Suits star was also a big hit with the Queen's beloved corgis, with the prince joking, "I've spent the last 33 years being barked at, this one walks in, absolutely nothing." Traditions of a royal Christmas at Sandringham. The traditions and customs followed by the royal family at Christmas are likely to come as a surprise to Meghan Markle. While most people across the country open their presents on Christmas Day, the royal family still keep to the German practice of opening their gifts on Christmas Eve. The Queen, the Duke of Edinburgh and other royals usually congregate in the White Drawing Room at Sandringham House the day before Christmas to put the finishing touches to a 20 feet 6 meters tri-cut from the estate. Presents are placed on a white linen-covered trestle table, with cards marking exactly where the piles of gifts should be put. And what should Ms. Markle buy the woman who is head of state and lives in palaces? Something useful, as the Queen apparently likes practical presents, but not overly extravagant ones. The Duchess of Cambridge revealed that she was left stumped over what to buy the Queen for Christmas. "I thought I'll make her something, which could have gone horribly wrong. But I decided to make my granny's recipe of chutney." At 5 p.m., guests enjoy tea, scones, sandwiches and cakes from sideboards in the saloon. Afterwards, they dress for dinner, with the table set with the finest china. Ms. Markle will be separated from Harry later in the evening as, sometime after 10 p.m., on a signal from the Queen, the corgis are led out and the loss adjourned, leaving the Duke of Edinburgh to serve porter brandy to the men. On Christmas Day, the royals awake to find stockings filled with small gifts and fruit at the foot of their beds. Their appearance at St. Mary Magdalene Church's morning service on the royal estate is a traditional event where they meet well-wishers. Back at the house, lunch is served at 1 p.m. and they indulge in a giant turkey, reared at Sandringham. They then settle down to TV, including, most importantly, the Queen's Christmas speech.